Alright guys, what is going on? So we're back out here and we got a surprise for you right there. See what that says? Suzuki. So as you may know, the Henkai 3.6 motor has been giving me some issues. It's quite a bit slower than my dad's and my brother's Amazon motor and his Suzuki. I get about 6 miles an hour out of mine, they get like 8, 9. So I haven't really been able to keep up with them. So I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on a Suzuki 2.5 as well. So you're gonna follow with me as I set it up for my kayak, break it in, and we do some stuff with it. All right, so I just opened it up out of the package. It came with this right here, the manual and some tools. I believe that's what this is. So it has this little certification on it for when it passed its inspection. It's on 2024. So we know this motor is a 2024. The thing about these Suzukis and a lot of small outboards like this is they don't actually come with like a year model, the year they were made. They kind of stopped doing that. Even though if you check the serial number, you still don't really know. But we ordered these from a company called Camping World, and we spent, this one was $750. So it's a little cheaper than the rest, and as you can tell, it's 2 years old. So, yeah, it's totally normal for them to come a little bit older like that. So I kind of expected that, but something you probably should know. But I went ahead and got it out. We got our tools, got our manual. Went ahead and dropped it in the kayak already. You can see here, this is the old mount we had for my Henkai. We're gonna be changing that out and doing a similar setup to the one of my dad's. More like this one right here. You can see it's bolted onto the track. It's got a bigger footprint for the transom on there. So we're gonna do something similar to that on mine. So let's get this going. You can tell this engine's just a lot better quality than the Henkai. Everything's put together very nicely. Nice hoses, nice and thick. Everything's a lot more compact. It's a bigger motor in general, but man, I'm stoked. Go ahead and get some oil on this thing, get it fired up, start up on that break-in. All right. Just filled up with oil, as you can see. So we're gonna go ahead and put it over on the tank and give her a first start. Yeah. And we're just gonna let her idle for about 15 minutes and we'll change that oil out again. All right, so she's been idling for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes now. So I just drained all the oil out. We're gonna put some fresh stuff back in there. It's probably not totally necessary to do that, but it's what the manual says to do, so we're gonna do it. Get whatever brushed metal you may have created while idling for the first few minutes. We're gonna put some oil in here and then the break-in procedure can continue. So yeah, alrighty, oil change is done. As you can see here on the glass, which is really helpful. It should just be about halfway up. It's kind of on a tilt right now, so I think it's fuller than it actually is. We're gonna let her warm up a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and throw her in gear and let her run for a little bit in gear. It says to let her run in gear for about the first hour and 15 minutes. Should be just like low RPM in gear. Then after that, we can start actually using the motor and putting it like half throttle and all of that. So another quick update for you guys. We actually have a freshwater pond here in the backyard, but this winter with the drought we've had, it got low enough and cold enough that all of the fish died, which was very sad. They literally all came up floating. It was sad. So what we got going here is we're actually refilling the pond. We set up our own well. We dug a well and set it up literally just for refilling the pond. We got our trench right here. Trench goes all the way from the pond, following up through here until the well. And right here we've got, this is temporary, right? But we've got this, that's how much water we're getting. It's probably like 2 or 3 garden hoses worth. This is very temporary. We're gonna be building a well house. some concrete here and running pipe through the ground. That's why I have the ditch here. But already, just overnight, we've already raised up the pond about 6 inches, which is awesome. We're gonna be ordering fish and having the pond restocked so we can start fishing it and using it again, which is gonna be awesome. So subscribe for that and to see us fill our pond with fish. All right, guys, so we're back at our testing spot. We got the Suzuki out on my Old Town 106. I'm taking it for its first test with the new setup we got. Let me show you what we got going here. So first of all, I had to figure out how we're gonna fill up that hole, right? Because the old way we had it was kind of damaging the PDL. So what I did is I went ahead and made myself an insert with some seal on there. I made this out of a cutting board that I bought on Amazon, but I cut out the notch for the motor, sanded it all down smooth. This is about $30 on Amazon for the 1-inch cutting board. It's like an industrial one, but works really well, fits right down in here if you look. I also had to make a separate piece for this right here that would stuck out a little bit further, that the lip on this would fit up under there like that, so that I could lock this down like so. Just like that, we have our piece where the motor's gonna go right there. Good to go. And this right here is the mount I finally decided to do. Same thing as my dad. Got the bolt through here, wing nut on the bottom, washers on both sides. This is just to help with the angle because we don't want it tilted back. We want it tilted almost a little bit forward. And even with the trim maxed out, it wasn't enough, so I had to add this on there to give it a little bit more of an angle. But yeah, that's what we got going there. Got the screw going through the same hole as that track right there, so we didn't have to tear any new holes in here, which is nice. But yeah, we'll get the motor. Oh, so this is the motor running, the Suzuki 2.5. Pick this thing up brand new. Go ahead and throw it on here. The best part about these little motors is how lightweight they are. Drop this down in there. Insert. Here's the insert that I made. Go ahead and drop this in there. It should slide right in. Let's get her started. Make sure the gas is on. Neutral. Awesome. All right, guys, we're out in the water. We got the motor in, and I realized I made a big mistake. I totally forgot to put a hose on the pisser, so it's just spraying on me right now. But I have the clamp already, have it all ready to go. I just totally forgot to put the hose on there. Kind of annoying, but it's whatever. We'll fix that later. But let's get this going. I let her idle for a little bit. She's still in the braking period, so I don't want to push too hard. Well, let's see what we've got. Idle speed. Just idling down the river here. We have an incoming tide right now, so it should be slowing us down a little bit. We're doing 2.5 at idle, which is actually pretty dang good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a little speed run here. And then get straight. I probably won't be running it full throttle. If I do, it'll be for just a short amount of time. But let's see. We're idling right now, 2.5. Let's see what we can get going here. Whoa. It's hard to steer and do it at the same time. I should have brought my chest mount. Let me lock us straight. Like that right there. Looks pretty good. Let's do this. Ooh, she likes that, bro. We're hitting about 8 miles an hour. That's full throttle. I'm not sure how much throttle I'm giving it, but it ain't full. Joe just got himself a beautiful trout. Look at that. Look at its mouth. It's a good mouth on it, dude. Sick, bro.
Let's get a nice release on him.
Wait, did you measure him?
Yeah, 20 inches.
20 incher? Go ahead and let him go here.
That's my new PB. Go for it. He's ready, I can tell.
Floats up.
He kicked off.
Awesome, bro. Good job.
Woo! I bet you there's tons of them out here.
Think so?
Yeah.
Bro, I just want to like rip all the way up through there, but I also know I don't want to scare all the fish. Alright guys, here on the bank, got the kayak parked. Very impressed, it's amazing. Actually, it goes so good. Top speed, as of now, we're gonna say 8.5. Haven't really gotten the letter plane out yet, so I imagine we're gonna probably hit a max of 9 miles an hour. I had to stop here and pull up just because it's so pretty, dude. It's amazing. I don't know if you can tell, but we're on a very negative tide. All of this is normally underwater, you can see. Right now we're in pretty fresh water. I'm sure when the tide's up, this is all probably prime bass area. Look at all this. It's so cool. But all of that would typically be underwater. Well guys, I'd call that a huge success. All good to go. The only thing is I still need to put that hose on the fisser because it's kind of annoying. But I mean, dude, she rips. Gets up on plane really easy. I'm very impressed with the Suzuki. So stay tuned because here on Friday, we're gonna be taking these out offshore off of near Panama, a place called Mexico Beach. We're gonna be looking for all kinds of stuff, tuna, kingfish, whatever you want, man. But stay tuned for that video. Should be coming out shortly. We love ya.